Hi, this is Ebony Jones from urbanswirl.com, and I'm here with veteran comedian Mr. Las Vegas, George Wallace. How are you this evening?
I am wonderful, thank you. I'm going to make a correction. It's called the new Mr. Vegas.
Oh, the new Mr. Vegas. All right. And why are you the new Mr. Vegas instead of Mr. Las Vegas?
No, that was a title Wayne Newton had for many a year. But and it's just young and hipper, and that's what the newspapers said. He's the new Mr. Vegas. So
You're the new Mr. Vegas.
Entertainment style and what we do on this show.
Okay.
Entertaining the people, giving away gifts, calls, prizes. Never know what's going to happen at the show.
Oh, okay. Well, you're currently the headliner there at the Flamingo in Vegas. Do you still tour and perform at other venues as well?
Well, yeah, but basically I'm the headliner here, so I'm here probably 46 weeks out of the year. But we get around to other places around the country, Atlantic City, some other casinos around, and some other venues, some private gigs.
Okay. And having a long-running deal like that in Vegas is a really big deal for a comedian. How did you make that happen?
Well, I came here for 30 days, and it became a successful program through my marketing background. We made it work for us, and which is a blessing to, because most people come in and they're out. We've seen a lot of shows come in from multi-million-dollar production shows, the producers, Cats, Mamma Mia, just go down the line. We Will Rock You, major productions, and it's just you got to have the appeal, and you got to, especially for an African American, you just can't rely on a black audience. You got to have appeal for everybody, And so I'm fortunate and blessed to have the most diversified crowd in Las Vegas: young people, old people, black people, white people, hip hoppers, and gangbangers, all in the audience laughing, and that's what's good.
Definitely. And you have a pretty regular schedule there. You're there every night on certain nights. Does that make it easier or harder to create and test new material?
No, it's always easier, especially if something you do is not a job if you love it. So you can just walk out there every night, 5 nights a week, and just I wing it, because I'm comfortable. That's my place of comfort on the stage, and I have a passion for it, just love to do it. So it's just easier to go out and find new material than just, because we don't do a show, we just come down and have a little conversation with the audience, and that's the difference.
So you do ad-lib a lot of your material when you're on stage and interact with the audience?
Sure, totally. You never know what's going to happen. We interview the audience comes up on stage. Sometimes people come up on stage and audition and sing, and we have game show periods. We just never know what's going to, it's like a living room conversation when I'm the uncle on doing all the talking.
And with all the hoopla right now and politics going on, do you get in on any of the political jokes much?
But of course, yeah, we talk about everything, and of course, he's a friend of mine, so it's all about him, of course, and just wishing him the best. And so we tackle some of the absurdities that are going on in the country, and the good things that have happened since he's been in office, such as the health care plan. So many people it's passed for years, and Congress has the best health care in the world, but we have what they have,
Right.
And all I want to get is what prisoners get. That's all I want to get. Prisoners get free health care. Prisoners can get sick and don't even have to leave the house. Why can't I have that? So, but a lot of positive things have happened since he's been in office, and I teach him a lot of things. I always am running for president, and I tell him what to do. Like if I were in charge of this country, I would be fair. I would like people that want to drink and drive. I think we should have a lane for these people, have one lane, but both directions, And we just could talk about points and things. Some people still mad at Mr. Obama about the oil spill, and
right.
I mean, it never happened before, and people calling, send in the military. But what? They didn't know what to do. That's never happened before. He didn't do enough. He's the president. What he wanted him to do, put on a life jacket and get out in the ocean with his little skinny ass and look it up with a ShamWow. What do you want him to do,
Right.
Aquaman. So, we just hit different directions, things that happen. The government do stupid stuff and wasted money trying to build a wall for the immigrations,
Right, right.
The Mexican, you think the Mexicans are stupid? They're going to build their own wall and not leave a hole in it. They ain't crazy, They ain't going to work, so we talk about everything that's in the news.
Okay. And as
All over the George Wallace having the country so screwed up, people sneaking back into Mexico,
as a black comedian, you stand a little bit apart from your peers, and you don't do a lot of racially based jokes. Why do you stay away from that type of material?
Well, I do too. Yes, I do. I talk about a lot of that. Only different I am other. Maybe I don't curse. I don't use the foul language. But yeah, we get into a lot of black and white things like we talk about issues such as there's a difference. Like white people have you get into so much stuff I forgot about it. It's basically we're all the same. White people eat pumpkin pie. We eat sweet potato pie. Other than that, basically, we're all the same. We're all the same, People go fishing, get their own bass, hold it up in the air, and throw it back in the water. Like people go fishing, we catch their own bass, we think of hot grease,
Right.
Basically, we're all the same. Basically,
Right.
there's always a little twist on it, just having some fun,
Absolutely. And how did you, as a black comedian, when you were making your way in this business, was it harder for you to book shows and get appearances on talk shows?
No, I always had it better because I started in early, I started 30 years ago when it was basically everybody was playing in the TV shows you would do, or the Tonight Show, and basically all of the shows back then, Oprah and all of those, everybody had to be clean. But a good thing happened for the young comedians. They can express themselves better through cable TV, BET and VH1, but they can express themselves much better. Don't have to worry about their language. So, but I don't know. I'd say it wasn't difficult at all for me. It was people were looking for young talent, young black men that could produce, So that we gave them a good product, and they bought it, and that's all I'm doing now. Right now, I'm still the only black headliner in Las Vegas.
Yes, you are. Yes. Well, with that in mind, you're pretty versatile and well connected, and I've seen you make appearances on different TV shows and in movies. And from what I understand, you're really cool with Jerry Seinfeld. So, have you ever considered developing your own sitcom?
Well, I have always wanted to. I never wanted to think about it sometime, but I really like doing the stand-up, the live shows. And people are always trying to get me to do that TV show, and I'm just happy doing what I'm doing. Eventually I'll get in that direction. I like to go to Red Fox and Rodney Dangerfield. They kind of do things when they're older. And that's the path I'm taking.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any other TV or movie appearances in the works right now?
Well, we've been here for quite a while. I'm making this program working in Las Vegas. I mean, our show is different than most shows. We produce and direct our own show, so we don't work for the hotels here. We own the room, and we own all of the marketing and advertising, and which causes us to be working all day. So we don't have time to do things that other comedians can do. I don't live in Los Angeles, so I don't have the time to do the auditioning and written roles. But eventually we'll get back to that.
Okay. Okay.
I love it.
You love it, but you love the stand-up more.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. How did you get your start in stand-up?
Started in New York City at the club called Catch a Rising Star. Me and Mr. Seinfeld together at Catch a Rising Star back in 1976. And just go on and try to have 3 minutes of funny, and then you work on that 3 minutes, and you get 5 minutes, and you get 10 minutes, and then you work it up to 60 minutes. It takes you about 3 to 4 years to get 6 minutes. So it takes you longer than that. But real good 1 hour takes probably about 8 years. I mean, to really have some solid funny stuff for an hour. So I'm children instead of junk. It's harder than a singer, harder than dancers. And most people have music and a band to back them up, backup singers.
Right.
Comedian, you're by yourself.
Right. Sink or swim.
Sink or swim, and I can't swim.
Who are some of your comedic inspirations?
Well, I go back from Mom's Mabley to Richard Pryor to Flip Wilson to Bill Cosby. Oh my God, even Eddie Murphy. Yeah, you just doesn't stop. Even some of the younger kids today,
Who are some of the young comedians coming up that you have an eye on?
Ooh, J.B. Sloop, he's on Curb Your Enthusiasm. You got him. You got it's so, and he's not that young. It just takes that long to get into the business. You got some of the young kids in New York. I don't even remember their names, but who else can I say? You got Charles Walden. You got Chris Tucker's not anymore. You got who else you got out there? I hired the one that's showing. I can't even call the name. Isn't that terrible? But there's so many young comedians out there that are good, and I just love them all.
Okay. And to bring it back to your Vegas stint right now that you're doing, what's the best place to stay in Vegas if people want to come out there and see you?
Well, you might as well stay here at Flamingo. But there's so many hotels here. It's the first time to come here. So, you get from 5 stars. You say, look, the money you got. That's the first thing you need to know, how much money you got. That's going to determine the best place you can stay. If you don't got no money, you ain't going to stay. You're going to stay at the Motel 6. But if you got a lot of money, you can stay at Land, you can stay at Caesars, you can stay at the Bellagio, and you can just work your way down.
Right.
Yeah, we got hotels and beautiful food and beautiful shops. People come in more to shop and eat now than they do to gamble.
Right. And, of course, to see you. And to wrap it up, tell our audience where they can see you and where they can pick up your DVD.
Okay, I'm George Wallace, and I'm at the Flamingo in Las Vegas. You can get online. You can call us on the phone at 702-733-3333. That's 702-733-3333. You can go on Facebook. You can get us on ibthinking.com. You can get us at georgewallace.net. And you can go to vegas.com, get off the airplane, and go straight to the box office. We are here at the fabulous Flamingo on the Strip in Las Vegas.
All right. This is Ebony Jones with urbansworld.com with George Wallace, new Mr. Vegas. Thank you so much for taking this time out to talk with us. We really appreciate it.